pretty exciting as far as just getting back into the video software editing and stuff like that, because I started getting back into it just to have fun, and then also to make videos for my business as well, and using the green screen and just making all kinds of commercials as far as that goes. When you have a business, you have to figure out different ways of marketing yourself, and you can go ahead and you can actually pay people to do that, or you can take some time and do it yourself. It's not very difficult, because if somebody else is out there doing it, you can do it. You don't have to do it on a big budget or anything like that. I built my business from the ground up. I had some help here and there as far as that goes, with website stuff, but I also edited my own website, and I used to write code and stuff like that years ago. But WordPress is a good thing for websites as far as that. At least you don't have to write code and do all kinds of crazy stuff anymore. So it's just very, very exciting to be able to do your own things, make your own ads, be able to go ahead and make your own videos, commercials, right? To deal with your own social media. So it's not that difficult. If somebody else is out there doing it, you can do it. And that's the truth. So I've got a roofing contracting business that I've had for 4 years, and it's rather prosperous as far as that goes. We're talking, 6 figures each year. These past 3 years, I've had it for 4 years. So for 3 years, be able to do something like that, that's a good thing. A lot of people want to be able to do something like that, and a lot of people go out and spend money to be able to do something like that. But I didn't spend any money on doing anything like that. So if like I say, I keep saying this because it's the truth. If somebody else is out there doing it, or have done it in the past, then you can do it, because it's not that difficult. It just takes a little bit of effort, a little bit of willpower. How bad do you want it? So that's just the question you got to ask yourself. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want to make that happen? And just go out there and make it happen, because it's up to you to make it happen. You can either find people to do it and pay them, or you can go ahead and figure out how to do what they're doing and do it on a budget and do it yourself and save money and be able to put that money towards things that you want to do, fun things. That's why I'm able to do what I've done with my business as far as that goes. I could have spent so much money that I wouldn't have hardly anything. I've spent in the past couple of years on just vehicles alone for the business. We're talking probably upwards of $40,000. And that's just vehicles that they're not brand new. That's not bad. Tools as far as that goes to make my job easier, because I'm all about making it easier. I want to work smarter, not harder. And we're talking probably $40,000 to $60,000 on that, if I sat down and actually brought it up as far as that goes. So it takes money to make money, yes, but you can start making money on a budget. And that's what the American dream is all about. To be able to go out and do your thing and not have to answer to anybody other than yourself, and treating others how you want to be treated. So be honest with people, be fair with people, and have a will to get things done. And you can succeed. And that is the truth. So I look forward to seeing more people out there just getting the confidence that it takes to succeed, because that's all it takes is a little bit of confidence. And we all have it. We all have it. So let it come out and make things happen. Don't be afraid. You can do it. I want to get into a little bit of just not letting people get into your head about goals or things that you have that you want to accomplish. There's going to be a lot of people out there that will tell you that you can't do this and you can't do that. Well, first of all, as long as it's legal and it's in a positive way, then you can't let them deter you from doing anything, because there's going to be a lot of naysayers because they don't have the confidence to do things themselves. So you have to just let that go on and let them be like that. You know, you're not going to change them. All you can do is just prove them wrong, and it's up to you to be able to do that. So if you just give in and allow their naysaying to hold you back, then they are controlling you at that aspect. It's your goals, it's your things that you want to accomplish. It's nobody else's, so you can't let anybody factor in on holding you back on that. So as long as that's covered, that's the first thing to take into account. There's going to be a lot of things. It's an uphill thing all the time, but you have to just dig in and go uphill, and at some point you'll be able to, you get stronger at it, and you're going to move uphill faster, because you're used to it, and that's just how it is, you know. So you got to start conditioning yourself for it. You have to look at what's really important to you and what's going to do better for your life and make things prosperous for you, because in reality, if you're not making any kind of money, then it's a horrible feeling. And it is up to us to be able to do that. I mean, God gave us the ability to go out and do things and to make things happen in a positive way. If people want to say, well, this negative, that, well, that's just their way of thinking. If they want to think negative, then you just go ahead and you let that happen, because I'll tell you what, you're not going to change that either. That's all right. If they want to be stuck in a rut, then hopefully that they enjoy it while they're there, I guess. I don't know what to say. I just pray that they get out of that situation more than anything. So we've got to be able to take initiative. We've got to be able to learn, constantly learning. If you're a business owner or wanting to be a business owner, then you have to be a sponge. And you're just constantly soaking up knowledge and things that you can apply to your situation. You could be a t-shirt printer, whatever the fit situation is, whatever you want to do, whatever it is that you think that you can excel at and enjoy doing as well. And then sometimes you'll build a business, and it may not be the thing that you must want to do in the rest of your life, but if you can build it, then it's a step towards something that you want to do. So you could use one business as a stepping stone towards the one that you want to do, and you can enjoy it for the rest of your life. Do I want to be a roofer for the rest of my life? No. It's rough on the body. It's really damaged me over the years that I've been doing it. We'll just take into account this year alone, it's only November right now, I've probably lifted, and we're talking physically lifted, got weight up on a roof of probably upwards around 100,000 pounds. I'm only 175 pounds myself, so getting that much weight up on buildings and stuff like that, it's a little rough. So do I want to be doing that when I get older? Absolutely not. But it's a business that I still want to own when I'm older, so I could do estimations. I could get employees to do the work for me, thinking ways of making it easier. It's so many times that I've done jobs on my own that I have to figure out how to get that weight up there on my own, that I've created things as far as like an invention or whatever to make my life easier. So you got to do the same thing and apply it to whatever situation that you're doing. You have to think smarter, and so it's work smarter, not harder, right? mean, that's the fact of it as far as that goes. If you're doing something physical, owning a business, no matter what, it's hard work. So don't be discouraged by that. Take it on as a challenge, and be ready to make it happen, because it's for your future. It's for your family's future. It may be for somebody that one of your family members that's not even grown up yet, can't walk, can't talk, just barely born, or whatever the situation is, maybe not even born yet. And it's something that they might be able to do and be able to be grateful for the fact that you set forth the foundation for it. As far as stress, yes, there's going to be stress no matter what. When you're a small business owner, there's going to be stress. It's how you deal with it, how you let it affect you, how you let other people's influence of the stress or induced stress to you. That's how you deal with it. You can't let that come into play as well. There's going to be several people out there, many people through the times that you're trying to build a business or built a business, that they're going to try to impose their stress upon you, or they're trying to be helpful, and it just might be something that's a stressful topic. You know, for me, being a roofing contractor, weather is something that pretty much dictates your work days as far as that goes. So when I was doing it with when I had my dad working with me, it was super stressful all the way around. It was just super stressful. He was a very controlling aspect as well too, so you can't let somebody control you. If you have to get away from that situation. So weather would come around, and he'd be stressed about this and that for work, getting work done. And I'll tell you what, it doesn't matter how stressed you are. If it's raining outside, you're not going to go out and coat a roof. You're not going to be putting down elastomeric coating on a roof when it's raining, because it does no. That's like, come on, get a grip. So you can't let that affect you. You can't allow stress to affect you. You just have to deal with it how you can, and just understand that it's in the Lord's hands, and you're going to be able to get things done. It just may not be exactly when you may have thought. But you have to go with the flow. You have to be water. Be water. Flow, my friend. Be water. But so stress, it's going to be there. Just deal with it in a good way as far as that goes. Don't let it affect you. You cannot let it affect you. Once you let it affect you, and you continue to let it affect you, then it's going to be a miserable situation. And who wants to live like that? Don't live a stressful life. You're not starting a business to live full of stress. So yes, there's going to be things that you have to deal with, and you have to take care of, and just learn to do it with an easygoing attitude, and an attitude to be like water, because it's going to happen, and you're going to make it happen. But don't sit there and dwell on the negative stuff. So you want to be positive, you want to stay focused, and you want to keep track on your goal. So you have to stay positive, you have to stay focused, you have to stay in your own head as far as that goes, where you want to be, not just sitting there and dwelling on I could have done this, could have done that, and oh wow, why can't I do this, or why can't I do that? Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. You're going to just make yourself miserable. Stay focused, stay positive, and keep moving forward. Keep learning. Keep making strides to figure out ways to make things better for your business. And it's all up to you how you deal with your business. And you can either live it hectic and chaotic, or you can live it peaceful and prosperous. So to put together your own business, I would strongly suggest doing some homework on what sorry, I just ate what it is that you want to do. Do some homework on it. Find out what it takes to get in that business. Take a look and see what people that are successful in that situation, in that certain area. Find out what they're doing. Think of ways that that you can do something that's a little bit different, or that you could do better in that aspect. Do a lot of homework as far as that goes. And if you're working right now, don't just up and quit what you're doing until you know that the business that you're building is going to sustain your living situation. As far as don't just put all your chips in, because it's very rough at that point. I pretty much did that as far as that goes. I did just jump into it. Kept learning as I went and made things happen fairly quickly. But it was not very easy. So as long as doing homework beforehand, having some kind of a gainful employment at the time being right now, start building towards getting off and doing your own thing. All right, so stay focused, and that's part of it too. Is you got to start focusing from this point on. From this point right now, you make that decision to, I'm going to make something happen for myself, for my family, for my future, and you stick to it because it's for you. Nobody else is going to just jump up and do it for you, and there's not going to be volunteers that just say, hey, I want to buy your whatever going on. They're not just going to jump out of the woodwork. You have to do, you have to work, and that's how it is. But the good thing is, you'll be working for yourself, and you'll be working for something that you're building for you and your family and your loved ones and your future, and it's going to be amazing because it's going to be all about how you got it done. And when you do something like that, it is it's very fulfilling as far as that goes, as far as a business type of situation goes, knowing that you are your own boss and anybody can do it. That's the great thing about it. It's just, are you going to take that initiative? Are you going to make it happen? Are you going to stay hungry? Are you going to be driven to make it happen very successfully? So comment in the comments below. Let's hear about what your dreams are, and then come back and give us updates as far as that goes. I'd love to be able to talk to some people and say, hey, this really inspired me to go ahead and do my own thing, and now look at me, I'm doing my own thing, and awesome, because it's all about you. It's not about anybody else, what anybody else says. You can be listening to this right now, and that's a good thing. That's cool. That's awesome. I appreciate it. But in the long run, it's going to be all about the hard work, the time, the willpower that you put into it, and the help from the Lord that you got. And that's about it. That's all it is, because nobody else is going to just jump up and make it happen for you. If they do, well, maybe at some point you'll take actions to go ahead and build a business to say that you made it from the foundation up. Getting something handed to you is one thing, but building something from the ground up and knowing that you set the blocks in place is just something that's amazing. So you can do it. If you like this video, click on the thumbs up, push the subscribe button, and you know, just make suggestions of what kind of videos you'd like to see, because that's what it's about. We're just about making videos that each of us want to see, because we could sit around and pay a network or whatever, they can get rich, or we can go ahead and support one another and watch our own videos, and that's all it takes is for you to watch a video. Click on a subscribe button. You don't even have to pay money towards it. Somebody's making money off videos that you watch on YouTube and that you're subscribed to already. If they've got a good size following, guess what? They're making money. They can get sponsors and all that stuff down the road. That's awesome. But it's each one of us. It's each one of us building a community together. So let's build that community. Let's support one another. Click the thumbs up, subscribe, Thank you very much.